What is your why? This is the question I often ask you if you've ever been in any of my classes, either with Curtis Brown or anywhere that I've taught creative writing. I want to understand from you to tell me why you feel that you're the best person to write the story. Apart from making you feel great, because it makes me feel great thinking I am the most important person, I'm the only one that can tell the story. But the truth is, you may not be the only one that can tell the story, but you're the only one that can tell the story the way you can. And it's important for you to document that, to articulate that. What is your why? Why are you writing this story? Why you? Why now? Why? What else can we say? Why does it have to come from you? So why you? Why now? You see, I find that if you're able to articulate that and to document that, especially printing it out and putting it where you can see it, it helps you to continue to carry the story through, especially when you can't. Writing can be hard. It can be quite solitary. You're often alone for hours a day with nobody else patting you on the back. So you need to give yourself that hype. But also, you're able to carry the characters through. It lets you pour that passion into the story you're writing. And readers can tell if there's passion when you're writing a story. So today, sit down and think about your why. Why am I writing this story? Why is it important? What am I bringing to the story that only me can bring to the story? Of course, there are millions of stories about the young girls that different things are happening to them, that are being abused. But there's only one Aduni. And I was the only one that could tell that story in the way I could. So who are you writing about? And is that character important enough for only you to be able to tell that story? I think the answer is yes. So write that down and let it remind you. My name is Abby Dari, author of The Girl with the Louding Voice. And I wrote the story because I was filled by rage, by the injustice I'd seen around me, and by a desire to hear the voices of the young girls who had served my family growing up, girls who only had a first name, not because they didn't have a surname, but because many of us did not think it was that important. The Girl with the Louding Voice was my way of saying to Aduni and to girls like her that you are important, you matter, and your story deserves to be heard.